Hello, this is Wmpyr. So today, went to go play tennis, and you know, when I'm playing tennis, I'm thinking about martial arts. I'm thinking about self-defense tactics and stuff. So these are two major things that I noticed. Now, in tennis, right, the hardest shots that if you're a beginner, you're going to realize that the most difficult shots is it's not over here, where if you're right-handed, that's a forehand, and if it's over here, it's a backhand, right? So it's not right or left. It's the one that comes dead center. Because if it comes dead center, now you go, how do I hit that back, right? Because it really comes down to forehand and backhand. So what that means is you don't have enough practice where when the ball comes and it's headed towards you and it's going to land right here in the center, that you should have already, the moment they hit it back, you go, oh, this one's coming to my center, so I need to pick a side. And usually you're going to pick your strong side. So you're going to go, okay, I'm going to hit it back with what I'm good at, which for a lot of people, it's going to be the forehand. Backhand, most people are not as good, especially when you're starting off. Backhand's a little bit harder, so most people will be better at the forehand. So you're going to pick the forehand. So by the time it lands, you're already in position, and boom, you hit that forehand, right? That's how you play. So you just need that practice where you don't wait till it's already landed, and yeah, it's too late. Now you can't pick a side, so now it's dead center and you're going, I don't know how to hit this back, right? So that's one. That's very, very important. How is that connected to self-defense? Well, in self-defense, when you're walking down the street, when you're talking to somebody, those are the times that you're going to get attacked, where the bad guy shows up and you're going, whoa, what's going on? So you're not in a fighting stance. So you're in a neutral stance. So that's what they do in tennis is before the person hits, you are in a neutral stance so that you can go right or you can go left, depending on what they do, right? So when you're waiting for them to serve, you're in a neutral stance, typically, right? So in a self-defense situation, I'm just walking and then this dude suddenly came up to me. I'm not instantly going into a fighting stance at that point. I'm going, what's going on? And then they're talking to me and I'm going, something doesn't feel right, trying not to get distracted by their words, but I'm still in a neutral stance, just like in tennis, where I'm not committed yet into this because I don't want to escalate the situation. I don't want to tell them, "Hey, I'm here to fight you back." I don't want to commit to that at this point. So I'm still in a neutral stance, right? But by the time they attack, it's going to be too late. But that is the honest truth in self-defense. So then in tennis, what do we do? In tennis, we have techniques that are not textbook. So textbook is forehand, backhand, and overhand smash. But there's other moves that is not as ideal. So if the ball ends up landing way too close to you, or the bounce was too fast and it's bouncing once again way too close to you, you're gonna have to do shots like where the racket is here. You're just hitting it like a weird shot. It's not a backhand, it's not a forehand, it's just more like this, or you're just cutting it here or here. And these are not ideal shots, but if you don't have this and you only have the textbook, you're not going to be very good when it comes time to playing an actual tennis match, right? A competitive match. You need those moves. So then, self-defense is kind of the same way. So in this situation where I don't get to start right here. I'm starting from what's going on, and then all of a sudden he swings at me. From that position, how quickly can I get to the textbook? That becomes important. How do you practice this? So in the case of Kia, Kali, Escrima, Arnis, the Filipino martial arts, what I recommend for you is start at a neutral stance. Okay, so start in a normal, like you're talking to them and you're going, whoa, what's up? So your hands could be up, but this is still a neutral stance. This is not strong enough or a good stance to take against full-blown attacks. So from here, as you're defending, as you're protecting, you start getting into the stance, like which means your base really is what I'm talking about. Your footwork, your legs start to really need to widen up, because the normal standing posture, your legs are just way too close, and that's not a good position. So whether they take out a knife or they try to choke you or they're punching you, whatever, and you're defending against all that, as you're defending, as you're moving out of the way, you're doing the force to force block or whatever it is you're doing, your legs need to start widening. You need to get into a wider and wider stance. So this is where, like in Filipino martial arts, you may have seen when they're doing Heaven Six, the front leg, they keep moving it back, keep moving it. Beginner Heaven Six is you're doing it from a neutral stance. A little bit more advanced Heaven Six is you're doing it more realistically, so you are in a fighting position and you're doing the Heaven Six with your partner. So in that case, the lead leg can get targeted, so you bring that back. That is what Sensei Rick told me is called the floating foot. So that floating foot is one of the things that can help you. You used to bringing that foot back. So as you're getting attacked from a neutral stance, you bring that foot back and you start getting into a combat stance. All right. So that is the thing to practice. And I strongly encourage you to develop that habit, because once you're getting attacked, most people, the legs are dead and they just stayed in. So no matter how good your arms are, you're not making the most out of it because your legs are dead. Okay. So that's something to definitely practice. So that's it for now. Thank you for viewing. Take care, folks.